Grab your coupon clippers, Wargamers. Today we're going shopping at the Mercado. Not to be confused with the Mikado, delightful little musical. They sing a lot of songs about plants and vegetables in that musical. Very strange. But we're talking about Nightwatch and our pact, the four heroes, Don Cossack, Gordo Smith, Sapper Joanna, and Graham Bavan, have fought their way through 5 scenarios. Successful across the board, due in large part to a little bit of mishandling on my part. We're going to have to do another long hunt because this one, it just doesn't feel like we've conquered this game yet. We're going to play it to the bitter end, and who knows, maybe this next scenario, scenario number 6, on the doorstep of our quarry, this could be the one that spells our hero's doom. Which wouldn't be so bad. We would get the opportunity to start a new one. And I've got some ideas for that one. But that's a subject for another day. For today, we need to get our guys ready for the next expedition into the dank swamps, the cursed lands that are run by the Crimson Wyrm, who has sent his minions, there they are, minions, after our heroes. In this scenario, you can see, you need 24 terrors to not have to recycle. I'm just going to recycle. I've got a couple of weird forest sprites here. One of them is kind of a Quetzalcoatl style lizard, magic lizard thing. It flies. It's going to fly 6 inches. It's a terror. It's a flying terror. That's awful. This guy is a weird woodland sprite. I think you've seen this before. He is going to be slow, but he's not going to be troubled by any of the trees. He's got tree walking as an ability. And then we've got a pair of shooters come on. We've got a couple of beasts who might displace. Today they're just like horrible cats. They're terrors. And then I've got 2 more shooters. Then on turn 5, we're going to be bringing in 2 shooters with another forest sprite. She's just a melee. Nothing special. Along with 3 owlbears, and then whatever we don't have, we're going to recycle to fill out the other 11 terrors. Our hordes on tomorrow's mission, I should say, we're going to just prep the mission, and then tomorrow we're going to dive right in with the first turn. Our hordes are going to be the jumpy frogs, which is going to present a bit of a problem. The only one of these frogs that's a shooter is this feller right here. This fat boy right there is... There we go. Oh, look at that guy. He's kind of a spellcaster type. Now, for the sake of flavor, it's, no, he's not shooting a bow, but I mean, it effectively is. He's shooting like water bolts or, I don't know, he's got a long tongue or something. So, even though he's a spellcaster, we're just going to say that he's a shooter. The rest of these guys, they're all melee types. But enough about them. Let's talk about the good. I have already gone through and calculated what their rewards are for the number of guys they slew in the last mission. Hey, by the way, for those of you that think my mistakes always work to the benefit of the heroes, I forgot to roll their silver bonus. In addition to this bounty for the number of kills they get, after completing an adept level mission, they get a collective D4 times 10 silver, which they didn't get. I guess the church was mad at them and fined them. We're not going to forget this time. In the last mission, Don was able to score 9, Gordo 27, tying for the big winner, with Graham Bavan, who earned 27 silver and 21 for Sapper Joanna. In addition to that, they get another 50 silver. So each one of these yahoos is going to get 12 or 13. Let's go ahead and give another 13 to Don. And another 13 to, who needs it the most? Let's give it to Gordo. And then we'll give 12 to each of these guys. And there's our total silver that we have to spend. As you can see, Sapper Joanna has a huge bank account. Gordo is fairly poor because he donated 60 silver pieces to St. Gordo's Orphanarium, home for wayward children, where the little Timmy got lost in the swamp last time. That's where little Timmy lives now. And little Timmy is hoping that Gordo comes back with some more silver. Gordo's a good guy, so he's going to give Timmy, you know what he's going to do? How's this for some RP? That's role play for those of you that aren't up on the jargon. I'm docking him 3 silver. Not docking, he's donating an extra 3 silver to ensure that little Timmy gets that surgery that's going to correct his lisp. And that's where we're at right now. So we got to spend some money. Oh, no, wait. There's one other thing we got to do. Their patrons also give them D5 tokens, and that's going to be a big 2. Rules as written. Patrick Todoroff, the genius behind these rules, says that the player gets to choose which tokens they receive. Well, that's all well and good, but we like the dice. We're going to do number 2 is a token of protection, and number 1 is a token of swiftness. Those are going to come in handy. So let's give, now every character, in addition to their belt slots, they can have 2 tokens. So let's give one, we're going to give Don a wound token. So on his first wound, he can cross off this token, and he's good. He doesn't actually take the wound. I want Joanna to be able to use this token of swiftness. So that gives a plus 4 inches to her move on that one action only. So when she does your move action, she can say, hey, I'm going to use my token and get an extra bonus. So she'll move a total of 11 inches on that turn. If I was smart, I would probably do that with Graham because of the scenario. But we'll get to that. We also had the token. Then the only other real shopping we have to do here is that Graham Bavan down here, he's got a token of potency, which doubles the power of a spell. For example, Mage Bolt has 4 bolts. If he uses his token of potency, he gets 8 bolts. Yeah, baby, that's a good one. But we're going to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that we get 2 tokens, and we're going to move that down here. We're actually going to buy him a couple of power-ups. Sapper Joanna, a potion of swiftness. We moved her token of wound, an extra wound down here. The difference between the token of swiftness, the potion of swiftness, and the token of swiftness is that the token gives you plus 4 inches on a single action. If you drink this potion of swiftness with your first action, every move action for the rest of the turn, you get an extra 2 inches. So if you do move, move, move after drinking this bad boy, you're looking at an extra 6 inches of movement over the course of that. So if you're trying to hustle across the board, that's going to come in very handy. I don't know if that's, well, I do kind of know that that's what we're doing, but we'll get to that. Be patient. Kind of get a little bit ahead of myself. For Graham Bavan here, that's what we have here, 2 more swiftness potions, because I want Graham Bavan to be able to run around. He is kind of our glass cannon. I don't want him getting stuck near the bad guys. And since we don't know where the bad guys are coming in, we need him mobile. So mobile artillery is ready to go. And the only other thing we need to do now is we could spend some money on tokens for Gordo. And we need to recruit some helpers. And we're recruiting a lot of helpers today. All right, I bought a healing potion for Gordo Smith. It's actually a belt item. I'm just not interested in erasing and rewriting all this stuff. You understand. So here's where we're at. Don Cossack has 36 silver. He's going to go ahead and spend one of those to buy a melee mook. Gordo Smith has 29. He's going to buy a bow mook. That's going to leave him with 18. That's going to leave him with 11. Sapper Joanna, she's sitting on a whopping 80. So she's going to buy 2 blade mooks. And that leaves her with 44 silver. And then Graham here, same thing. He's going to buy 2 blade mooks. And that's going to leave him with 24, 28. So they will still have some silver for the 7th and final mission, which is where they go up against the Crimson Wyrm, assuming they survive today. I don't know why I keep saying that. I have a bad feeling. I just got a feeling like it's not going to go well here. That we bit off more than we can chew. I might have prepped a scenario that's a little bit beyond their capabilities. But we've got an extra 6 dudes. Let me pull them out. With the help of these guys, we should be good. As you can see, I actually went ahead and got two bow mooks and 4 blade mooks. These are who recruited them, but I mean, it's whatever. It's all one big adventuring party. So we now have a massive party of 10 ready to go open the portal. Oh, I should probably point out, one of the reasons we're packing so much heat is that Don Cossack, Sapper Joanna, and Graham Bevan are going to be distracted. They're going to have to dedicate 2 actions to fulfilling their vows. Joanna, there's actually no vermin on here, so she just has to harvest stuff from animals. She's got to do that twice. Don Cossack has to pray over the fallen, and when I say fallen, animals don't count. Wild beasts don't count. It's got to be a bipedal, intelligent creature that he prays for. So we're down 6 actions. Straight out of the gate, we got to do those things. These guys are going to help us. They're going to buy us time to get those done. We're going to turn our attention now to the actual battlefield, because this is going to be critical. And we're, cut me some slack here, okay? Rather than chasing after the edges of the board and those spawn points, this time Graham Bevan, after our last scenario, he realized that he has to go to the Black Rock. This is an ancient former temple that is, whatever. There's some magic stuff. It'll be easier for me to show you. Let's just kick over to the battlefield, all right? Our heroes are starting down here. Everything to the south of this road, this is up on a little causeway. Everything to south of that, same as before. This area, half movement rate. Can't move through here. This is normal movement, except the obstacles cost an extra inch to cross over. So to go from here to here costs 2 inches. This stream reduces movement by 1/2. So to cross the stream, normally it's 1.5 inches, costs 3 inches. Everything north of the stream and the causeway is normal ground. You can pass through that at normal rate. So our darkness forces are going to have an easier go of things getting to the center here. We have another swamp, no movement through there. You can't shoot across it, though. The other thing we're going to do is, because our boat is down here in the south, when we roll for our reinforcement point for the darkness, if we come up with an S, they're not going to appear down there. They're going to appear on the platform, just to make it that much more difficult. Our guys have to protect Graham. He's got to get there, get the thing done, and they still need to fulfill their pact vows, so it's not going to be an easy challenge, I don't think. At least we spent a lot of silver. We've got a lot of help. Many hands make light work. We'll see if that light work works tomorrow when we play the penultimate mission in the long hunt to find the Crimson Wyrm of the excellent Nightwatch. Terror and treasure in the dark corners of the world. Till then, I'm praying for you.